Welcome back to Critical Pursuit, the most dangerous game show for our third edition in August. I am joined by four contestants tonight. First off, leading the charge is the first time on the game show, second time on the channel, Miss Lady White Rabbit. How are you tonight, Rabbit?
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Always. Are you excited and ready?
Yes.
Cool. And are you excited to be seated next to Steak Sauce? Because that's what is on my screen.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay. Also, next in line, we have the immortal Steak Sauce. How are you, Sauce?
That is. Good, how are you?
How's your side of Jersey doing?
Oh, couldn't tell you. I stay inside all day. Hide from the world.
Wow. Where we live, that's probably the best move anyway.
Yeah.
A familiar face coming in back to the show after coming in second in her in the last appearance, Miss Jamie.
Hi.
So Jamie, what's different this time? What's your strategy going to be this time that wasn't last time?
I might actually bid a little higher this time. We'll see.
All right.
I'm hoping to know a lot of answers.
Well, we're going to talk about what the show encompasses this time. It's a little bit different. And finally, we have Stone Gassman. How are you, sir?
I am terrific. How's everybody tonight?
Wonderful.
Good.
It's too damn hot.
Awesome.
Yeah, true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So Stone, if I cross the Hudson River, you keeping that state under lockdown, or do we have to come over there and fix it again?
We'll have to see, I guess. I don't know. I'm just working. That's all I'm doing.
All right. So for the audience out there, the rules of the game are very simple. It's a trivia game. There are tonight a shocking 7 rounds, but each of the first 6 rounds are only 5 questions long. They all pertain to a specific decade, and you'll quickly develop a pattern in your head about where that's going.
Okay.
All 5 of the questions per round are quotes from a very famous horror film. There is no obscurities here. These are also fairly prominent quotes from the films, though I would not give you, we all go a little crazy sometimes. That's a little bit too easy. So basically, you're just going to need to name the film that the quote is from. Now, keep in mind, this is segmented by decade, so if you are stronger in one decade than another and you know it, it might be smarter to bid higher in the decades that you are more comfortable with. Is everyone ready to go?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm assuming that you're going to jump around different years and you're not going to go consecutively, correct?
It will. The decades will be in play. There will not be any chronology to the years inside the decades.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
And I'm just noticing that Cam is suggesting that the first answer is Hellfest. So if everyone wants to go with that. So the first category for round number 1 is the 1960s. So what do we want to bid on our first question? Go ahead and write it on the top of your boards and turn it around for everyone to see. Everyone starts the game with 2,000. We got 100 from Jamie, 100 from Steak Sauce, 100 from Rabbit, and Stone has a hand.
Sorry.
500.
Whoa.
No, 300. That's 300.
That's a 3?
Oh,
yeah.
It is a 3.
Okay, all right. We're gonna stick you with 300 then here.
That's a 3.
Okay, the quote is, he's got a client who shot his wife in the head 6 times. 6 times, can you imagine it? I mean, even twice would be overdoing it, don't you think? A reminder that I encourage you to play along in the chat, but please do not post the answers in the chat.
I'm not going to do as well at this, I don't think.
I think it's going to be different depending on the decades. I think the decades are going to be very important.
Yep.
Big Crack Rock is suggesting Bambi, and I think Cameron is still suggesting it's Hellfest, despite the fact that that was released in 2018.
Time is a flat circle.
Rock Music Forever 90. I don't know when he stops avoiding it.
Mm.
We have half a minute left on the question. Gibbs is trying not to cheat.
Damn kids.
And pens down. Let's start the game show off with Rabbit in her first appearance. Her first answer is, let's see the board.
Confident.
Big Croc Rock agrees with you, but unfortunately I do not. The answer is not Bambi. So that will cost you 100, which brings you to 1900.
Just real quick, didn't Godzilla versus Bambi come out in '63?
Was there a Godzilla versus
There was no
Bambi?
dialogue in it, however.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Sound
it's classic.
I gotta see that.
It's a minute long. You can find it in front of Godzilla 85. Steak sauce. Joe Bob's Rampage.
Joe Bob.
Mr. Tar Heel probably did have a rampage going in the 60s, but that is not the correct answer. So that's going to cost you as well 100. Jamie.
I guess Psycho.
Well, you're closer, but still wrong.
Ah.
That cost you 100 as well. Stone.
I don't think I got it.
Rosemary's Baby is not correct.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you will lose the 300,
That's
which
fine.
will bring you down to 1700.
Okay.
So the actual answer to that question is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
I knew it was Hitchcock. I just couldn't remember which one, so I took a guess.
All right. So for the second question, get your bids in. Stone says 200. Jamie has 100.
I'll stick with my one.
Rabbit's going 100, and Steak is going 100. The quote is, "As long as she ate the moose, she can't see nor hear. She's like dead now."
Man, I knew nothing about the 60s.
There's a pretty
Could
big
you repeat it
clue.
one more time, please?
As long as she ate the moose, she can't see nor hear. She's like dead now.
I wish I would have bet more
Jamie is smiling.
because I know this one so well.
Okay. I'm going to try my best not to actually act out any of the quotes because that'll just embarrass myself worse than I normally do.
Yeah.
Half a minute on the question.
Oh yeah, you forgot to take Stone's 300 away.
Oh, he did. He
I
did.
did.
It says
Why did it-
2000.
I see 2002.
Yeah, why did it come back? I did, though. You saw me do it, right?
You took it away from
Yeah.
Rabbit. She's at 17.
Oh.
Oh, the number on the screen is
I'm
still
completely
2000.
cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a second. I will fix that before the comments freak out on me. That's why I really need a timekeeper here. All right, we're actually over long, so pens down. Steak sauce, what do you got?
Oh!
Moose Eater. I missed that one.
Sounds great.
There needs to be more Killer Moose movies. I think that is absolutely true. But that will bring you to 1800, or someone, whoever I take the points away from, apparently. Jamie, what do we got? Rosemary's Baby is absolutely correct.
Baby.
So you're back up to 2, right? Stone. Black Sunday. A
No.
great film, but unfortunately no.
No.
And you bid 2?
200, yeah.
Yep. Rabbit.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw. Texas Chainsaw had a few more years to go before it would be made.
Yeah, I figured.
You're at 1800. All right. Now this is where the strategy starts to come, because realize that by simple math, there's more questions with a minimum bid of 100 than there is points to be had. So at some point, if you're starting to lose ground, you're going to need to get aggressive. But pick your battles. Pick your battles. Not telling you how to play. For the third question, what are your bids? Stone's going 100. 100
Stick
for
with it.
Jamie. Everyone is at 100.
Mhm.
And the quote is, "My revenge will seek you out, and with the blood of your sons and their sons and their sons, I will continue to live forever."
Repeat that.
My revenge will seek you out, and with the blood of your sons and their sons and their sons, I will continue to live forever. Just make some music, Christian. Make some music. Half a minute. And pens down. Jamie, what do we got?
I didn't have anything, so I wrote steak sauces rampage.
I'm tempted to accept that, but unfortunately I cannot. So you're back down to 1900.
Darn it.
Stone. Manos, the
Manos,
Hands of Fate.
Fate.
Sadly, it's not Manos, the Hands of Fate.
Oh.
So you're at 1400, sir. Rabbit.
Probably still not in the wrong decade, but
Pumpkinhead. Yeah, I think you're going the wrong way on the dating.
Yep.
Years. But don't worry, we only have a couple more questions in the 60s.
Oof.
So you are at 1700.
it's the same plot. It's fine.
Sure. Sauce, what do we got? Blood Feast. Unfortunately, no. So,
My parents weren't even born yet. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Stone, are you ready to be angry at yourself?
Yeah.
The answer is Black Sunday.
Oh no.
Never seen.
So I think the message here is you got some time traveling going on. You just need to put it in the reverse order.
Exactly.
Okay, question 4 of the 60s. We've got 2 more questions in the 60s before we hit the 70s. So what do you guys want to bid?
Staying with mine.
I forgot I made
1.
1 across the board. The quote is, "In the dark, your fantasies get so out of hand, but in the daylight, everything falls back into place again." So, Mr. Zodiac Killer, Russia from Al from Russia from Philadelphia. I can't wear that suit today. It is just too hot. I just can't do it. "30 seconds. And hey, look, guys, I could do the 50s. Okay, that'd be
No.
worse. That would be
No.
worse. I promise.
Uh,
Pens down. Stone, what do we got? Peeping Tom. A great, great, great film, but not what we're looking for today.
okay.
So you are at 1300, sir.
Okay.
Rabbit, what are we doing?
A little classic.
Tooth Fairy's Revenge. Didn't you review that?
I mean, yeah, I could.
It would fit into the lineup
It
on your
would.
channel. Unfortunately, I think we both know that's not what we're looking for here. Sauce, what are we doing? The Party at Kitty and Studs, Mr. Stallone's porno film. No, unfortunately. Also, not correct. Although it's good to
You
know
didn't
that
know
we
that,
both know
Jamie?
that.
No, I didn't know about that either.
It's mostly him running around in a park and jumping over fences. It's not.
Yep.
You'll be
Yeah.
very, very disappointed if you're looking for a lot of pornography in the Sylvester Stallone pornography film.
I won't be watching it. I'm not gonna worry about it at all.
Everyone goes through a phase. Don't judge me.
Yeah,
Jamie.
I guessed Willard, but I'm sure it's wrong.
Yeah, a little bit. So what you've all just displayed, as I take your 100 points away, is that you're really not watching Piz's channel. You just claim to. So when we talk to him later, we'll let him know that you didn't watch his Carnival of Souls watch along.
Oh,
I started. I fell asleep.
Oh,
That's
no.
a ringing endorsement. We'll convey that as well.
I should have known that.
Yeah, Carnival of Souls.
I should have known that too.
Well, they started the goddamn stream too early.
So the last question in the 60s, what are we bidding? Okay, Stone's going 200. He's trying to get back on the board.
Okay.
The quote is, "An evil house, the kind some people call haunted, is like an undiscovered country waiting to be explored." This also is the first line of the novel it's based on, which was retained for the film.
I'm gonna get confused.
And I think I know exactly how you're getting confused, so that means you're on the right track.
Yeah.
I will mention at this point while you guys are writing that another rule of the game is if you do run out of money, you do have the ability to ask for a loan from one of your other contestants who still has money. But the problem there is they, of course, get to set the terms if you accept them. So in other words, if they lend you $300, they could very well tell you need to pay them back $1,000. It does affect how you have to play the game from there on out. But just because you hit 0 does not mean you're necessarily out of the game. You just have to make a deal. You know, like we do with China. We'll buy your products and then you give us a disease. It's good.
Uh-oh. You know, after every one of these shows, I get like political recommendations for like the next 3 days.
Really?
Yeah. It drives me nuts.
Yes, I have the same problem.
That's really odd because whatever.
Well, I mean, think about it anytime, it's especially the panel shows. I mean, usually if it's, one-on-one, there's no issue, but
Just shows you somebody's listening.
yeah, it's creepy.
Listen, I'm voting for a woman who's for president that's not going to win.
Yeah,
so
no.
I don't really have a dog in this hunt.
I'm taking the George Carlin way out of this. So,
all right, let's start it off. We are steak.
Yeah, that's me.
Sauce.
Yeah. Funhouse Boogaloo.
No.
Why do I invite you back? Oh, that's because we love you. It's because we love you.
Ah, shit.
Jamie.
The Haunting of Hell House.
Is unfortunately not the right answer.
Oh, darn it.
Not the Matheson novel we were looking for. We were looking for a different novel that was translated into a classic film. Stone.
And I just realized what the real answer is.
The House on Haunted Hill is unfortunately
I know
Not
what
the
the
correct
answer is
answer.
now.
I know what
though.
the answer is too, and I'm
And you
mad
did
at myself.
too.
So do I.
Rabbit,
I had the same answer.
House on Haunted Hill. We like the exploitation rather than the good stuff, huh?
The
Yeah.
Haunting.
It's
The
the
answer
haunting.
is The Haunting, based on the great Shirley Jackson novel.
I almost stopped after I wrote The Haunting. I almost stopped, but then I was like, no, I think it's this, and I was wrong. See, I told you I was going to get confused.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, at the end of round 1, Jamie is in the lead at 1,700. No, you're not. I didn't take the 16. You're at 16.
Don't take 16 away.
What? Because I didn't take her last away. No.
No,
She's at 16.
I'm just funning you.
Yeah,
I think you're more serious. You better keep yourself in line. Jamie is still leading at 1,600. Rabbit and Steak Sauce are tied at 1,500, and Stone is bringing up the rear at 1,100. We head into this second round, which is, of course, the 1970s. We're getting closer to people being a little bolder, I think, but the money is getting harder to come by. So play carefully, but play strongly. The first, how much do you want to bid on the first?
I'll stay here until I know.
So we got 200 from Jamie and Steak, and we got 100 from Rabbit and Stone. The quote is, I hate to bring this up, but this is a commercial ship, not a rescue ship. The 1970s.
It's one of two, and I don't know which one it is. It would have to be this one, right?
Al, that's a little creepy. Just stop.
He's really getting into that gimmick, huh?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, I hope I'm right. If it's the other one, I'm going to be so mad at myself.
$20 seconds. Okay, let's start up at the top again. Rabbit, what do we got? Hate Boat. I want to see that movie. But I won't be seeing it
Show.
today. So you're at 14. Steak, what did you got? Jaws. There was a boat in the quote.
That's, hey, you know what? Again,
Now you bid 2?
I bid
Yeah.
2.
Oh,
Jamie
Ghost Ship?
is
Or
not
Beach
unfortunately
Ship?
correct.
If it's Poseidon Adventure, I'm going to be mad.
So that you bid 100, right?
I bid 2.
You bid 2?
Mm-hmm.
Join us.
Exactly.
I got a
Stone.
little overconfident.
His answer is Orca the Killer Whale. I love Orca the Killer Whale, but no, it's not Orca the Killer Whale. I bet you absolutely every one of you own this movie.
I'll take that bet.
Wait,
300 bucks. I'll take that bet.
you need another 0 there, Stone. The
Huh?
answer to that the question is Alien.
Yep.
Oh,
Go ahead and
Oh,
shoot that 300 back up there for me, baby.
Is everyone out in the chat okay with my math? This is why I shouldn't do math on the
Yeah.
show.
yeah. Oh my God, I'm so mad at myself for not knowing that. These quotes are hard.
So
I'm not mad at myself at all.
So
I'm a
the
baby.
second question, what do we want to bid on it? All right. The quote, this is a short one, but think about the context it could probably fit into, and if you've seen the film, you'll be okay. That's so sweet, it's painful.
Sorry.
The film is part of one of the less reputable subgenres of the genre. 20 seconds. Saucy, what do we got?
20 seconds, son of a bitch.
The Candy Shop. Danny Steinman's The Candy Shop. There's another N in Steinman, by the way.
I thought there was, but I didn't put it in there. So.
I'd hate you to disrespect such a great director.
Wow. You know.
1200, sir. Jamie, what do we got?
I said Black Christmas because I thought it was a line that Margot Kidder probably said, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not Black Christmas. Stone, what do we got? I Spit on Your Grave or Day of the Woman? Both answers are correct.
Wow.
I just tweeted about it today. That's why I laughed, because I just tweeted about it today.
Rabbit, what do we got?
Clearly a video game quote.
Twisted Metal. Was it in the video game?
No, but I can imagine Sweet Tooth would have said it.
Sure. I was tweeting about pretzel Pop-Tarts today, so nothing productive.
That will not help you tonight, I don't think. I don't see how that will.
I don't know, maybe.
I haven't had the pretzel ones yet. And no one has gotten back to me about my weird strawberry unfrosted Pop-Tart fetish.
I love them. That's me. I do not eat the frosted ones.
But do you put, after it comes out, do you put peanut butter on them?
No, that is weird.
It's like a hot peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's amazing.
I do get that. I think it's the pastry that bothers me.
It won't
peanut
though.
butter on there. I will not heat a Pop-Tart.
Oh, I gotta heat my Pop-Tart.
Well, then don't heat the Pop-Tart, but still get the peanut butter out, man. What's wrong?
I'm gonna try it. I'll try it. I'll tell you guys if it's good.
I'm gonna make a video.
It's not that weird. Yeah, I want to see a reaction video from all of you. So the third question in the 70s, not an obscure film at all. 100 from Stone, 100 from Rabbit, 200 from Steak, 100 from Jamie. The quote is, I don't know, it was little, brown, and low to the ground.
Little, brown, and low to the ground.
I hate my life. I hate my whole fucking life.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess.
Don't worry, the 80s are almost here, guys.
This is not obscure.
It's not obscure. When I said, has any of the films I've mentioned been obscure?
No, just the quotes are obscure.
Yeah.
You have to know the movies. No?
Well said.
But I can't just go, oh, well, you're going to need a bigger boat is the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Yeah.
I like that when you lean forward like that, Steak Sauce, part of your head disappears into the green screen.
Great.
It
Pretty
does.
exciting.
Mm.
All right. Pens down. Jamie, it's your time to go first. What's up?
I said Trilogy of Terror.
I love Trilogy of Terror, but no, unfortunately, it's not the answer.
No, I
That's a
was
little
hoping
racist,
Karen Black said it in
Nice-
the last one.
Nice guess, though. Nice guess.
Little
It is,
brown,
it is.
low to the ground.
The Zuni Idol? Yeah,
Zuni
absolutely.
Idol.
Stone, what do we got? Night of the Lepus. I have a Night of the Lepus poster. It's just not up currently. But no, unfortunately, it's not Night of the Lepus. Rabbit, have you seen Night of the Lepus?
No.
There's some irony there.
Oh.
It's in the background in the Matrix.
Do you know what it's about?
Mm-mm.
It's about rabbits taking over the world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a documentary of what's going to happen.
and it starts with a bunch
Exactly.
of Australians burning them alive. So, Rabbit, what did you get? Critters. Again, a few years too early,
Yeah.
but okay. Now here's our big bidder of this round.
Yep.
Black
Take that right
Christmas.
off. God damn it. Vanderhoff's right in the chat, I think. So
What is Vanderhoff saying?
he said fantastic.
He is right, and Vanderhoff, Dave, please do not put the answers in the chat.
Soon
Was
as he popped-
Phantasm 79?
Yeah.
It was.
That was 79.
As soon as I wrote Black Christmas down, he popped Phantasm in there. I'm like, ah, damn it. I knew he was right away.
Don't make us pelt you with stones, Dave. Don't make us do it. Just because it's a virtual show doesn't mean we can't.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 4 of the 70s. What are we bidding? We got 100 across the board, and Steak is also doing 100.
That's it.
The quote is, "Bad luck isn't brought by broken mirrors, but by broken minds." Bad luck isn't Bad luck isn't brought by broken mirrors, but by broken minds. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. If you waited till they said pens down, that's fine. So look what came in the mail today, guys. I got my VHS copy of Director's Cut from.
Oh, sweet.
That's nice.
So also known as the Penn Jillette slasher movie.
What?
Yes. Oh yeah, there's a slasher film starring Penn Jillette. This is a brand new film released by our friends over at Broke Horror Fan on VHS. They have a few copies left, and they're actually really reasonably priced. So you can get your coal-powered VHS player running and enjoy films the way we used to and be miserable about it, like I do.
Vanderhoff,
All right.
you should come on the show.
I'm telling you, the invitation's there.
Yeah.
All right, pens down.
Yeah.
What was that sound?
I had nothing, so there's nothing there.
Stone, what do you got? The Omen. The Omen. The Omen is not correct.
Yeah.
So you are at 900, sir.
Okay.
Robert, you said you had nothing?
Yeah.
Why do I think you wrote something and you're just bad luck Brian? I don't. That's like an in-joke I don't get. Jamie?
If Vanderhoff is right, I'm pissed. I wrote Tourist Trap because I couldn't guess anything. So
You're year early as well, but actually, Dave Vanderhoff is correct. It is Suspiria.
yeah, I knew it as soon as I saw.
All right. So last question of the 70s. I can tell you guys can't wait to be a decade closer to most of you being born.
Yeah.
I've already been born.
I've been born too.
Yeah.
So what are we going to bid on the last question of the decade? 100 across the board. The quote is, "Come, fly with..." Let me start over. "Come, fly the teeth of the wind. Share my wings."
Oh, I wish I would have bet more now. I love this movie with all my heart and soul.
I'm sorry.
I get that from a lot of people about it.
I imagine you do. Al from Suspiria, Al from Russia, Suspiria, Zodiac Killer is suggesting the answer is Dracula.
You gotta take care of that.
Just did.
Okay. Yep. Jerks trying to ruin everything.
It's not bad enough that you ruined it by making the movie.
I love
Right,
that movie.
10 seconds. And pens down. We're back up to you, Rabbit.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Mm.
You are at a grand. Sauce is self-explanatory there. He's at $900.
I should be at 8, I think, shouldn't I?
If you want me to change it to 8, I'll change it to 8.
I mean,
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The thing is, it's tough for me to keep all of this completely honest.
Well,
Usually they call me out in the chat when I get it.
Me and Stone have been tied, so he hasn't gone yet, right?
He has not.
Okay, yeah. So I'm at 8.
Jamie?
The Exorcist 2: The Heretic
Is correct.
Ugh.
A movie about the bad locust.
Wow.
and I love it with all of my heart.
I did not know they got 2 of those in the 70s. I thought that was the 80s.
Not quite.
Nope, 77.
Son
I
of a
think.
bitch!
Yeah.
Yep.
Stone?
It was an Exorcist too.
House of Dark Shadows.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
guess,
yeah.
though.
Isn't that what they in Europe they called Exorcist 2?
I would hope they didn't. All right, so we're moving on to a decade that's going to be, I think, a little bit easier for everyone involved.
Yeah.
The 1980s. So at this point, to recap, Jamie's in the lead at 1,200. Rabbit's coming up second at 1,000. Steak Sauce and Stone are tied for the end of the game at 800. So how much do we want to bid for the first question of the 1980s? Jamie's going 200. Everyone else is at 100. The quote is, "You want books? I got books. I got chicken blood. I got dog embryos. I got black candles. I got wolfbane."
Say it one more time, please.
You want books? I got books. I got chicken blood. I got dog embryos. I got black candles. I got wolfbane. And my stopwatch just stopped for no reason.
Well, it is a stopwatch, right?
This is the world we're living in. And 10 seconds, which of course is approximate because pens down. Let's start this one off with Steak Sauce.
Oh, look at you.
The guy that had stuff. Who exactly doesn't have stuff?
That's the sequel to the stuff.
The stuff. Yeah.
I wish there had been a sequel to this stuff. Don't we
The
all?
guy that had the stuff.
Jamie, what did you scroll down there?
I thought that was Dave,
Serpent
man.
and the Rainbow?
The Serpent in the Rainbow was actually 1990, but
Oh, was it? I
Oh.
thought it was 89.
Ah.
Darn it.
I'm pretty sure I saw it in 90. You were 100, so 1100. Stone? Creep Show is incorrect.
Mhm.
Rabbit. Every research scene ever. That almost works. I almost want to give you points for it, but I can't.
If there would have been a library also.
So that is actually a quote from a movie called The Howling.
Get
I
out!
only know about the Howling 2. Your sister's a
Now it's
Sybil
it's
Danning.
only Your Sister is a Werewolf in America. In
Yeah,
Germany,
okay.
it is called Sturba Werewolf Bitch.
Yeah. I know,
I'm
weirdly
so
enough
mad.
about that movie.
Do you love that movie? I
I
love
do.
when people used to ask Christopher Lee about that movie, but I don't love the movie.
Oh no, it's in my realm because it's bad.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Serpent
bad.
is 87. That's right. See, I knew it was 80s.
Yeah, you saw
True
it.
story. True story. When
Still,
Christopher
the
Lee.
quote still didn't come from it. What? Go ahead,
True.
Stone.
Oh yeah,
Stone,
when Christopher Lee was hired to do Gremlins 2, the first thing he said to Joe Dante was, "Look, I'm sorry for doing Howling 2." That's a true story.
Smalls, I think a lot of people were apologizing for many years for that movie.
I just watched The Howling and I do not remember that line at all. That
It's
is
there.
messed up.
So the second question of the 80s. What do we want to bid? Got hundreds coming up. Rabbit, are you even erasing the 100, or are you just leaving it up
No.
there?
Don't get one right.
All right. Ready? The television screen is the retina of the mind's eye. Therefore, the television screen is part of the physical structure of the brain. Therefore, whatever appears on the television screen emerges as raw experience to those who watch it. And pens down. Jamie, what do we got?
Just a guess, but Videodrome.
Is the correct answer.
Yay.
Yay.
Stone, what do we got?
Videodrome.
Yay.
Yes.
Where are you? Okay, there you are.
Saw it for the first time last year. I really liked it.
It's a great film.
It is a good
Yes,
movie.
it is.
Rabbit,
It
what do we
is.
get? Nightmare 4 is not Videodrome, but in many, many ways, Nightmare on Elm Street 4 is not Videodrome.
I can buy Freddie saying that. I don't know why, but I could.
Whatever one that people get sucked into the TV. That's the only thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the
Prime
first one I
time,
really don't care.
bitch.
Yeah.
Sauce, what did we get?
So now I know this says scanners, but in Spanish it's Videodrome.
It's a Videodrome.
I'm gonna have to consult Google Translator and see if that's correct. Give me a moment. Oh no, it's not. All right, third question. Now,
Hundo.
okay. He is a rich man with a cursed condition, but that does not prevent him from trying to better his situation, and that of his comrades at the colony. He is a rich man with a cursed condition, but that does not prevent him from trying to better his situation and that of his comrades at the colony. This is actually my favorite film from this director. And far from obscure. Stick, are you actually like leaning back on the chair? Are you going to fall onto the radiator and become a story for every school child ever?
No comment there, pal.
Stick, when you were in kindergarten, did they do the graham cracker thing? Did you get fed graham crackers at lunch? Was that a thing for you?
That was like a snack.
Yeah.
Or graham crackers, a little plastic cup of milk.
That's why I hate school. All right, pens down. Stone, let's start with you. The Keep. Well, admittedly, this is a film that needs a decent release of its full version, but no, it's not the correct answer in this case.
Oh, okay.
Rabbit, what did we get?
I got nothing.
We got nothing. So that brings you down to 700. Steak sauce. The Changeling is unfortunately not the correct answer.
It's a good movie, though.
It is a great
I
movie.
like it.
Jamie,
Yes,
what
it
did we get?
is.
I put Silver Bullet. It's probably wrong.
It is unfortunately wrong. So you're at 1100. Still in the lead. The answer is The Fog.
I watched it the other day.
Oh,
It's got the fucking Scream Factory. You're right.
the fog.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, the most recent The Fog I've watched was the remake, which
Yeah,
sucked.
same
There's no remake to The Fog.
No, it's not really
I-
a remake, is it?
I refuse to accept that ever happened. I remember
agree.
going into a theater and then walking out of the theater. That's it. Nothing happened between that time.
Foggy memories, huh?
It's that
I'm
is my
glad I
least
didn't pay
favorite of the
money to see
entire
that.
remake phase of the 2000s.
Mm.
Question 4 of the 80s. What are we doing?
Fuck.
Sauce is going for 200 to bring himself back from the bottom of the pack here.
Mm.
You've been living on borrowed time in another man's memories. Controversial film when it came out.
This is hard.
So I just want to announce to everyone in the chat that Piz was originally scheduled to be on this show, but life has interfered, or perhaps he's just ducking us again. So he will not be on tonight.
Can you repeat that question just one more time?
I sure
The
can.
quote, yeah.
You've been living on borrowed time in another man's memories.
I've heard that before. Damn it.
And 10 seconds.
Mm.
All right, everyone turn your boards over. Let's see the answers.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Silver bullet, Henry, 001, and 100. The answer is Angel Heart.
Oh,
Great.
it's these
Ouch.
quotes. I got that right in the last game. Damn it.
Ouch. Okay.
Sauce, you bid 200. Now you're at 300. Things are getting a little dicey for you, sir.
Sure are.
So
Dicey for practically everybody.
These are really hard.
Yeah. Super hard.
but super hard.
Mhm.
So we're going to leave the 80s in one question. This is your last bite at the 80s apple. Although not the movie The Apple from the 80s, which no one should actually watch.
Why not? I like it.
Now I'm going to because you told me not to.
Oh, it's like one of those really awesome bad movies that you
Nice,
just love
that's what I
because
love.
it's so bad. Me too. I
and wait,
love it.
you want to sell it to her a little bit harder? Rabbit, it's also a musical.
It is a musical.
Wow.
But it's a glorious mess of a
So,
musical.
but wait, but here's the thing, Rabbit. Like, so far I'm doing well in my suggestions to you, though. Right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
figured it out.
Yeah. All right. So the last question of the 80s. What are you guys betting? 100, 100, 100,
Mm-hmm.
100. The quote is, "You are becoming. What is it that you think you are becoming? The answer is in the way you use the mirrors. What is it? What do the mirrors make you dream that you're becoming? You are becoming. What is it that you think you're becoming? The answer is in the way that you use the mirrors. What do the mirrors make you dream you're becoming?" Besides inspiring endless Nine Inch Nails lyrics,
I'm just gonna take a guess, but it's probably wrong.
COVID. That's the new. That's the new. Bless you, by the way, everyone. It's just COVID.
I call it the Rona.
That's what the kids call it anyway.
The Rona.
I got it from my brothers. They're all younger.
Called it Rona.
The Rona.
And Daily Ghost is actually saying that the apple is fantastic.
It is.
Okay.
It's fantastically, gloriously messy and awesome. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't stamp that one. That's one stamp that's not getting sent.
If you watch it, please do a video on that because I would love to watch your reaction and everything on that because that's pretty awesome.
It's not a horror film though. It's I don't even know how you'd classify that freaking
Produce film.
It's
produce film.
It's a
It's code
commentary.
212. All right.
It's a commentary on how Hollywood treats stars. isn't
Okay.
it?
Yep.
All right. Pens down. Let's start at the top. Rabbit, what do we got? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror Mirror with Raven's Dance. Was that the actress's name? Who was in just the one movie and disappeared, but she looked exactly like Winona Ryder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not the answer. Steak sauce. China is asshole. Asshole. There's no L there, so it's just asshole.
There's no L.
That's hilarious.
And I gotta get. I'm catching up here. Jamie, what did we get?
I guess Bad Dreams.
I love Bad Dreams. It's absolutely one of my favorites, but it's not the answer to this question.
Darn.
So you're at 900. Stone, take us out of the 80s.
Please.
A Nightmare on Elm Street is not the correct answer.
Yeah.
The correct answer is based on the great Thomas Harris novel, but retitled to Manhunter.
Michael Mann, man.
I thought I remembered it from Red Dragon, but I was like, it can't be. But I was wrong. Can we?
Manhunter is a film. Go ahead. What?
Can we take a short break?
Absolutely. Manhunter is a great film because it's about a film about a crazy white guy talking to himself.
I absolutely love Manhunter, and I can't believe I didn't get that one right. I'm so mad at myself.
It's my favorite of that whole franchise by far.
Hey, I should have gotten Carnival of Souls.
So Zodiac Killer Al from Suspiria, Russia, and North Carolina says, Lauren, let Vander play. I have said repeatedly that anyone who wants to play should just reach out to me. And I'd be happy to have you on. So he also asked, what about what movie are you doing in Autopsy next? That is a great question, sir. I haven't been doing this summer very many pre-recorded videos. I've been just pretty much doing live because my schedule is a little messy at the moment, and it's just easier to do this. But what do you guys think I should do? Throw it out there in the chat. I'm not going to do any big franchise pieces, though. So, I mean, it's going to have to be a one-off because until October, I'm not attacking an entire franchise. Though I do intend to attack an entire franchise in October.
Ooh.
Cool. Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
Real quick, what did you think of Psycho 4?
I think I wanted to bury the video cassette I rented back in the day. I don't understand. People actually give that movie a big pass and say how good it is, or it's this bad, made-for-cable, cheap-looking film. Anthony Perkins just talks on a telephone for most of it until the final scene.
Yeah. Because I was debating whether to get the Shout Factory Blu-ray for that one, but I think I just limited it to 2 and 3.
Yeah. Dave, my power is back. I was out for 3 days. I had extension cords running throughout the house because the generator only powered so many outlets and my water. So yeah, it was a pretty brutal 3 days. My internet actually returned before my power did, and that made me run even more extension cords so that I could at least do the show last week. So I'm not really looking forward to any more storms this year, but we're actually the tracking suggests that we're going to get 6 more tropical storms this year. So, which is we were actually pretty lucky for the first half of the storms. Yeah, we were actually pretty lucky for the first part of the season, but now it looks like we're going to get hammered over the next few months. So we've got Gibbs is suggesting Lake Mungo for an autopsy.
Great one. Great one.
Yeah, it is. I need to watch it again though. That's
Me too.
Definitely true. And Vincent is suggesting I kill myself, which is always a charming and appreciated thing. And just have a little bit of patience, sir. I'm sure that's how this story ends.
My.
Are you sure they mean kill yourself? Because,
I'm sure he does.
Some other things.
What's your interpretation of that?
I don't want to say. I've been on coffee time too long. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose the
that.
self-termination is what I see in my head.
I'd rather that.
The alternative is uglier.
Sometimes it starts out as one and ends up the other.
When is that quote uttered in Manhunter? When he is in the house of the family who's been killed, and he's walking around talking to himself to discuss what through the killer's eyes. He stops at a mirror in particular.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part.
Yep. So the 1990s. So how old were each of you in 1990?
I turned 17.
11.
I was 2.
2?
I was -2.
Jamie, I'm doubting your numbers, but that's okay.
Was I 16 in that year? I don't remember. I thought I turned 16 in 89, but I could be wrong because I'm
Okay.
not very good at math. I was an English person.
So I was definitely driving. We can leave it at that. But
I was not, only because my mother would not let me until I was 18.
well, what did Mrs. White have against you driving? Did you have to go to the closet when you were bad to hang out with the statue of Jesus?
Yes.
Cool. And with
Well,
me
I did
saying
get
that, all
voted-
you are going to get religious texts now from.
Probably.
I did get
auto-generated
voted
spam
biggest
now.
threat to pedestrians, so there was a reason for it.
Just one?
Baker shit.
I had 3 accidents in my senior year, or no, my junior year,
That's nearly a resume piece here at that point.
and I had a gas pump.
You hit a gas pump.
Yeah, with my big old 1978 Delta 88
So
because I was waving at friends.
well, that's a good reason.
Yeah.
So I have a friend who lost his license because the judge got so pissed at him that he pulled his license. You know what his crime was?
What?
He repeatedly stole the tubes from the bank drive-through. He had a collection of them. When they got him. Like he thought it was going to be like you have to pay for the tubes. You know, he didn't think, and the judge went ballistic and pulled his license
Wow, that's a weird
to teach him a
addiction.
lesson. That's Jersey justice, right, Steak?
That's it.
That's it. Don't ask what he was going to do with them because I don't think there's a logical answer. So the 1990s. What are we going to bid on the first question?
Stick with it.
We got hundreds, and hundreds. The quote is, "I brought a pork chop for luck. Maybe you could hang it around your neck."
What's your problem, Lauren?
My problem?
Yeah.
You got some time?
I had a little bit of time. Let's go.
Right now.
Step into the focus the sauce.
Somehow I doubt psychiatry would be your chosen profession. We know how empathetic you are to people. If anyone out there has not seen Steak's first podcast / YouTube entry, you need to watch it. It's a fascinating watch. It definitely needs a parental warning on it, though.
Oh, for sure.
But that's not a bad thing. That's like a badge of honor, like an NWA album.
Thank you. Oh boy.
So Zodiac Killer is saying that Jamie ran me off the road once, almost killed me.
Yeah. Gotta
That
watch
was
out if
him.
I'm coming. My
Well, you're
son,
not that far away. That's possible.
Yeah. My son says that when dad drives the car, it purrs, but when mom drives the car, it roars. That's what he says. That's what he tells
boy.
everybody.
I think you need to talk to your son about the fact that the car doesn't make animal sounds at all. That could only lead to bad things.
He's gonna be a writer. He's poetic.
Oh, you want to kill that? There's no money in that. I can speak from experience there.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with Stone. What do you got? Wes Craven's New Nightmare is not the answer. Rabbit, what did we get? Doge Hunter?
There it is. You know your
Um,
memes.
No, I don't. Actually, I'm not even gonna bluff. I really have no idea what's going on there.
I do. I know. I know what Doge is.
Doge.
It's dog.
Oh,
I know that.
if it's not a cat, I wouldn't know.
Some millennial
Steak.
thing, dog.
It is a millennial thing.
Night of the Demons 2 is incorrect. You're down to 100, sir.
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
Jamie.
Doing well.
John Carpenter's Vampires?
John Carpenter's Vampires is not correct.
Oh, darn it.
So you're at 800. The answer to that question is Lake Placid.
I love that movie. Betty White is awesome.
There's a lot of great stuff in that movie. Everyone's mean. I like movies where everyone's mean.
I love that one.
All right. Question number 2. What do we got? Steak sauce I can answer for you.
Yep.
Stone, 100 across the board.
Yep.
The quote is, because this is America, we've exhausted all our natural resources. Very important film from the end of the decade. Was pretty much a water cooler item for all of America.
Say the quote one more time.
Because this is America, we've exhausted all of our natural resources.
I don't know. I'm just going to take a guess.
June says, I watched this movie last night. And pens down. Steak, what did you do?
Nada.
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 Sir, you do understand
Struck out looking.
what that means, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to do it, but
What the hell is going on here?
sir, we'll get back to you in a moment. Jamie?
I have no guess. I didn't write anything. I started to write something, but I didn't have time, so I got no
I think
guess
Jamie's
for that one.
assuming that like the $100 bid she can play bide for time. Stone, what did you get? Stone, you're muted.
You're muted.
Here, and I can't unmute you.
I hope Rabbit's got it because I don't.
You are at 300, sir.
hmm
Rabbit,
I got sour news for everybody.
real life. Well, that's could be an alternative title for the Blair Witch Project.
The Albert Brooks movie?
Oh, that explains it. That explains why I didn't know it.
Which one was it?
The Blair Witch Project?
Oh, God. Okay.
We tried when I saw that.
One of my least favorite films from all of the 90s, of course.
Oh.
So, Sauce,
Sorry.
here's how this is going to roll. You can try to borrow money from one. There's a lot of money to go around, but you can try to borrow money, or you can hang on and try and win based on the final question, the final round. 'Cause you can play the final
I'm
round.
going to do that because I'm not.
Okay. All right.
Suck it up.
Just hang out, and if you want to engage with the chat, I'm sure they'd love to have you. All right. So, question 3 of the 1990s. So it's 100 across the board. Hell is only a word. The reality is much, much worse.
I know this one. It's one of my favorite movies.
And pens down. Jamie, what did you write?
Event Horizon.
Is correct. So that brings you back up to 800. Stone, what'd you get? Candyman.
Good guess.
Does it really count unless you write it 5 times? Rabbit, what did we get?
I think I'm too late now.
Drag Me to Hell. Did you like that movie? Because
Yeah. Yeah. But
Angel
I
scene
see, I
just
see a different meaning in it than I think the average person does.
I own a copy of that movie, and to me it seems like it's about eating disorders.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just Raimi going back to the well. But all right. So the next one, what are we bidding, guys?
I want to play this one again.
Stone, are you doing 100?
We couldn't
I'm
see
gonna
that,
say
Stone.
I'm gonna say he said 100.
Can't see it.
Too bright.
I think you got to put it closer.
There you go.
Yay!
100.
100. This is an accident, a forgotten perpetual public works project. You think anyone wants to ask questions? All they want is a clear conscience and a fat paycheck.
Say that one more time.
This is an accident, a forgotten perpetual public works project. You think anyone wants to ask questions? All they want is a clear conscience and a fat paycheck. You okay there, Steak?
Slowly losing it. That Jada Stingray frustration is really building up now.
That's okay. Jay recovered. You'll be okay. All right. Rabbit, what do we do?
Got nothing.
That brings you to 100. And you know that malicious things happen if you get another one wrong, as Sauce has discovered. Jamie?
I guessed Tremors.
Tremors is not correct. You lose that 100 you just gained back. It's 700.
Were you about to say incorrect?
I was going to say incorrect, and I think there should be a word that's incorrect.
Totally incorrect.
Stone, what did we get? Hackers.
A horror movie.
It would be pretty horrible for me to try and watch that movie. You are also at 100, which means Stone and Rabbit, this next question is incredibly important for you to get.
Well, what was the correct answer?
Cube.
Cube.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So here's the deal. If both of you don't get this right, we're going to jump immediately to the final round because Jamie will be the only one to have to play up till then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jamie,
you'll all have a chance, but it's an uphill battle. Understand? So you two are hundreds. Jamie, what are you bidding?
100.
I would imagine so. And the quote is, "Pot's a misdemeanor. Decapitation seems a bit severe." Pot's a misdemeanor. Decapitation seems a bit severe.
I've heard that. I just
See, the problem is the 90s are such a decade. Like, no one gives a crap about any of the movies that came out in the 90s.
I like Scream.
I'm so sorry. They make drugs to handle that, you know.
Yeah, I'm on them.
Zodiac asks, what is Cube about? It's about a bunch of people in a Rubik's Cube.
it's an
Literally.
Ice Cube biopic.
I wish that it was. So how many of these do you think Christian would have gotten right? Do
Probably all of them.
you think he had a wire in his ear? Is that that's what we're thinking?
I don't
I
think he
don't
was
know.
on any of his 90s ones. But,
Yeah.
he's close.
Just like Goldfinger at the card table.
All right, pens down. Jamie, what did you write?
I just guessed it. I know what you did last summer.
Is not correct.
Yeah.
So you are at 600. However, I think you might have a little bit of good news coming. Stone, what'd you get? Urban Legend.
Love that movie.
Me too.
Unfortunately,
Why didn't you quote that movie, man?
because I'd have to watch that movie again. Stone, unfortunately,
Oh,
you are bankrupt. We'll get back to you in a moment, sir. Rabbit, what do we have written?
I'm gonna join him, but
The Faculty. I love
you
The
didn't
Faculty.
quote
Now, The
the
Faculty is legitimately a great film.
Yes,
It
it
is.
and one I've seen a million times, so I would have gotten it right.
Me
I'm
too.
sure that's true. However,
What the hell is going on here?
so the answer to the question is The Relic.
Never. Seen.
The great Tom Sizemore versus the monster in the museum film.
Saw it in
So
the theater and I hated it, but
it has some great giant monster effects. It's American kaiju. All right, so we're going to jump ahead all the way to the final round. The final round is played differently than the other rounds in that there you can't lose points, which is good because some of you don't have any points. Every correct answer is worth 200 points. So, hypothetically, depending on how many of the correct answers you get, anyone could still win this. But keep in mind, you have to get at least 3 right answers just to match where Jamie is right now. Everyone okay with my math there? All right. So the one thing about this question in particular is you must be exact. We will only count exact correct answers. And the question is, with 2 minutes on the clock, name all 10 Hellraiser films by their complete titles. 2 minutes.
Fucking
I give up because there's no way I can do that. I watched the first 3 and that's it. I can't even remember the name of those.
Yeah, so The Relic, not Relic. Yes, rock music forever 90. It is the film that Piz refers to every time I mention the good film Relic. I can see a building through your head, Sauce. Okay.
gross.
Ugh.
Well,
You know what? I do need to change that banner. And pens down. Jamie, would you like to go first?
All I've got is Hellraiser, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3, Hellraiser 4, yada, yada, yada.
Unfortunately, we were exacting for exact titles, so you only get one in the form of the first film.
Yep.
But that does bring you to 800, meaning 4 is the magic number to tie. Stone, what do we have?
look at
We
it.
have Hellraiser, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, Hellraiser Bloodline, Hellraiser The Final Dimension, and Hellraiser Electric Boogaloo. He did, however, get 4 of the titles correct, which does bring him to a tied position with Jamie.
Good job.
Steak, what do you have?
I've only seen the first one.
Hellraiser, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser, Hell on Earth. You got 3, which is, of course, good for 600. Rabbit, what did we get? Hellraiser 1 through 10. I think I can fairly give
Gotta
you.
expedite those.
The word Hellraiser was there, so we'll go. Well, actually, it's 200. We'll give you that. So it's the part of the show where I'm going to take each of you out of the stream and put you back in for your big moment. So. All right. So our winner for tonight is Jamie. Jamie, at some point you will have to have a rematch with Mr. Christian Hannah Horror. Now,
Yes.
Stone, you technically scored equal to Jamie. However, I think it would be a little bit unfair not to say that since she led for the entire night, that she is the winner.
I agree with that.
By all means, you need to come back and take on Christian as well. But for my announcement, because I know this is what you guys all really want, not only can all of you come back by all means, but next game show, the September era, I'm going to turn the questions over to someone else, and I'm going to join you on the other end.
That's awesome.
Because it just wouldn't be fair any other way, right?
I'd love to do that. Oh.
So we will look out there. Now, if there's someone out there in the chat or watching this on a repeat who wants to be involved, just reach out to me on any way. Twitter, email. I'm just visited by voices@gmail.com. Reach out to me and you can be on the show. If there's anyone out there interested in moderating the show and you have a StreamYard account, get in touch with me as well. It would be on my channel, so we would trace it back to my channel. But yeah, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, and I'll probably do just as miserably as anyone else does, because I fully recognize it's one thing to know this stuff when you're sitting down to write questions and then fact check yourself. It's another thing when you're actually on the show. So, Stone, how do you feel you did today?
I didn't get anything until the end, and even that was just luck. So it was just luck for me tonight, I think.
Okay. And how can people follow you?
I'm on Twitter, Stone Gasman.
Awesome. He also is a regular panelist on the new Region Free show, which will be premiering at the end of September. We're still working on an exact date, but you can definitely hear and see a lot more from Stone there. Jamie, also a Region Free member. Where can they follow you?
You can follow me at Twitter at Jamie Kisses, also at Facebook at Jamie Kisses, and you can see me every single Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on Twin Peaks Coffee Time.
And what's that show about?
It's supposed to be about Twin Peaks, but a lot of times we don't spend a whole lot of time talking about Twin Peaks lately. So, but we just sit there and for a couple hours, just freely talk with people and chat, and it's a good time. We have a good time, so come watch.
Definitely. Steak Sauce.
You can find me on Twitter at Deacon Taylor66. Don't ask. Instagram SteakSauce66. And check out my channel. I just launched the Off the Grill series. That's just steak sauce. And I also do want to promise everyone that Piz will be punished accordingly for missing this evening.
Yes, I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to being
Yeah.
To be fair, he was looking forward to it too. I think
To be
Life
fair.
intervened. To be fair, he but we have to get him on here, and maybe even he versus me in the next one would make a little bit of sense. Rabbit,
Hi.
how'd you enjoy yourself tonight?
First of all, I think I did great because this is Rabbit Doesn't Know Quotes, the show, right? So I did it as expected.
Absolutely.
No, I had fun. It was good meeting you guys too.
It's these guys are great. And how can people follow you?
You can find me on Twitter at Lady White Rabbit, WITE, confusingly enough, and also my YouTube channel at Lady White Rabbit.
And I really recommend her Six Flags video, which is amazing.
Just got a new review out today for you too.
Excellent. It's a very busy channel. You put up a lot of content, and again, I've said it before. It's absolutely one of my absolute favorite things on YouTube, which is why when I originally reached out to you and you got back to me, I was like overjoyed because I'm like, in the new media sphere, there's just certain people I think that have kind of canned the answer, and I think you're one of them. So thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
People in the chat, thank you for joining me. On Thursday, on my regular day, I may be doing a solo show, or I might be skipping it. It depends on a few things that I have going on. But on Saturday, I'll be back with another midday show at 2 p.m. I will have Luca Bercovici on as a guest. Now, Luca actually is the creator and director of the first Ghoulies. And he'll be joining me for about an hour and change to discuss what it was like working back in the Empire days with Charles Band and the crew. And that should be absolutely fascinating. It will be the middle of the day for the rest of the month if I do Saturday shows. But this Saturday, you can definitely see me. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And Critical Pursuit will be back in a month. Thanks, guys.
Iris loves you.